hey. I know, I'm excited too. It is Black Friday / Cyber Week, whatever you want to call it. I feel like all the sites and stores are doing whatever they want. Like some of them are having a sale for 2 weeks, some of them are having 1 day, some of them. So it's a mixed bag. I do feel like generally most websites and stores are doing like at least a week of whatever the sale is instead of the 1 day, which is nice. Takes a little bit of the pressure off. I feel like it's always nice to remember that if there's nothing you need for yourself or for a gift for someone, like if there's not a specific thing, I feel like it can be tempting to just look at all the sales just because you feel like you want to buy something because the deals are too good to pass up. But if there really isn't anything calling your name and there's not something specific you're looking for, it's okay to let a cyber week pass by without buying something. I'm really just saying this for myself because don't you feel like this pressure? You're like, oh, it's kind of like when Amazon has their Prime days. It's like you feel this pressure, like the deals are too good. I shouldn't let them pass by me. But if you don't need anything, it's okay. I know most of you guys get what I'm saying. Maybe some of you don't. But anyway, all right. We are talking beauty items. We're going to be talking fashion sales. Some of my just personal favorite makeup and fashion brands that have really good sales on their sites. We're also going to be talking Amazon, Ulta, Sephora, etc. We're going to talk about a lot. In order, down in my description box, I will have everything linked. Each site I talk about, each sale, if they have a promo code. If you do click through any of those links, it does support me and my channel. So if you choose to click through to a website to start shopping, whether it's, American Eagle or Abercrombie or it's Ulta or Sephora, it does support me. So thank you ahead of time if you do. If not, no big deal. I think that is all I needed to say ahead of time. Let's dive in. Oh, one more thing. I'm filming this on a Monday. And Wednesday is most likely when you're seeing this, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, maybe a little after. Most of these sales are going on all the way through the weekend, but there's a chance that something sells out that I mentioned or a sale adjusts a bit. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if some of these brands end up having something else beyond what I'm saying on sale come Black Friday or, you know what I mean, the weekend. So just be aware things are subject to change. I have my $5 Target mug. I don't know if these have sold out yet or not. I can link this one below, but they had a lot of cute ones. I am just such a fan, and the fact that those are $5 blows my mind. Let's talk Amazon first. I'm not going to dwell on this. I just have one link for you below. Any of my favorites that are a part of their Black Friday sale, I have all in that link. So you can peruse through and see everything on sale. A lot of my favorites are like $40 off, $50, like big chunks off. And then there's some that are, if it's a $10 product, it's a few dollars off. But if you've thought about some things I've mentioned in the past, or you're just curious which of my favorites are part of the sale, I'll have that link below. That's all we're gonna say on Amazon. I feel like a lot of the things change daily, so it's really hard to do like dedicated specific items because I feel like every day it changes. Okay, let's talk Ulta because I feel like Ulta has some pretty good Black Friday deals. When I'm comparing that to Sephora, Sephora's tricky because ahead of time you can only see so much, but Ulta, their sale is already going on and they have some really good stuff. So I'm gonna hone in on some of my personal favorites. So first up, they have 30% off of select MAC products. So they've got their Studio Fix powder foundation, one of their palettes, their Studio Fix foundation, their paint pot, which I absolutely love their paint pots. I love Painterly is my favorite, just kind of base for when I'm doing no eyeshadow, just kind of a plain look on my eye. But they have so many colors. I'm tempted to buy another color just as a cream shadow because I really love that formula. Their single eyeshadows, does that mean? I wonder if all that glitters would be a part of it. Yes, okay. Part of the sale is all that glitters, one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows. That is a part of the sale. Single shadow, it is the perfect single shadow look, so I highly recommend that and the paint pot. So they have a ton of their shampoos and conditioners at 50% off. They do like their big, hair sale earlier in the year, but if you miss that, I mean, they've got Redken, Joico, Biolage, a lot of those expensive, really nice brands, Deva Curl, Nioxin, Wella. So if you are in need of one or you wanted to stock up on one you already like, this would be a great time to buy it. Did I say 50% off? It said a lot of them, they're around $15. They're not specific in their wording there. Okay, 40% off all moisturizers. We've got Tula, It Cosmetics, Sunday Riley, 40%. That is a big chunk, especially off brands like Sunday Riley that are so expensive. They've got Peach and Lily, Murad, Paracone MD, Origins, Philosophy. Murad, they have a part of the sale one of my favorite face SPFs. They're Essential C SPF 30. It's got vitamin C in it, really good SPF. It is wonderful for the face. It works well under makeup. Such a fan of that. So 40% off of that because that is very pricey, so that's a good deal. Well, one of my favorite brands is Tree Hut. They have 20% off the Tree Hut brand. I love their shave oil. They've got different scents on here. I just bought the candy cane one, and I am assuming, gosh, Tree Hut has so many products. They also have their body scrubs. Yeah, I don't see the candy cane one as part of the sale, but my favorite, they have like a vanilla, Tropic Glow, lots of different ones, but my favorite is their coconut lime. That's my favorite scent for sure. Oh yeah, it says excludes holiday. So the candy cane one is not a part of it, but I do like that one too. They have got 50% off of NYX. So if that is something you'd be looking for, I mean, 50% off is a nice chunk. It's not a wildly expensive brand, but it would add up fast. It brushes for Ulta are $12. Those are very nice brushes. And anytime you can get, I feel like they're already kind of reasonable, but anytime you can get one of their crazy sales on those, I say go for it. Those wash so well. They are so soft. They are very high quality. So this says coming Tuesday, November 21st. So this would already be going on. Their mascaras are now $12. They've got a lot to choose from. This is always the time to buy a full-size high-end mascara because if you have a favorite or you've been wanting to try a new one, there are so many options on that. And $12 brings it right on down to the drugstore range, I feel like. Sorry, I feel like I'm looking down so much in this video, but it's obviously I am. 50% off of must-have. So they've got the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, the Naked 2 Basics little palette from Urban Decay, the Smashbox Cali Contour Kit I used to have, the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Moisturizer. I really like that tinted moisturizer. I might finally buy this. I've heard really good things about the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud. And if that's gonna be 50% off, or I guess it would be by the time you're seeing this, I think I might finally buy that one. I did try the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow Tint though, and I was not a huge fan of that one. So that is one I would skip. But yeah, just tons of big brand names, 50% off. So that is really cool. 30% off of Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow products, which those are all very good, very popular. 40% off of Lancome eye products. I love their Monsieur Big mascara, highly recommend. I like their Lash Idole one from Lancome, that's the same brand. But I do think the waterproof version is the way to go because that one otherwise, for me, smudged and flaked everywhere. 30% off Milani, which is, you know, not like the greatest sale in the world. But again, if there was something you knew someone wanted or wanted to buy for that. And then also, I'm really excited about this one, 30% off the Fresh brand. I love their Fresh, let me pull it up, Rose Deep Hydration Toner. That is one of my absolute favorites. So that is one I would highly recommend. I use it every night. I used it last night and the night before, and I'll use it tonight. It's just a really nice toner to pat into your skin, and it's more hydrating. But yeah, I also really like their calming mask, their Floral Recovery Calming Mask. That's another one that I feel like most people would generally like. So I am sure by the time the sale begins after I film this video, there will be even more added. So I will link just the Ulta Black Friday site if you want to see what's new, what's now launched. But let's move on to Sephora. Sephora is going to be a little bit quicker because they only reveal so much information. And I know they're the kind that like you have to have their app to be able to even preview their Black Friday stuff, you know? Part of their big 50% off sale for their Black Friday, the Sunday Riley eye cream, it's their autocorrect. I used that long ago and I didn't feel like it made a huge difference. I would be curious to try that again though, because especially if you're only paying 50% off, it's cheaper. And I feel like my taste for eye cream has just changed a bit. They also have the Dry Bar Heat Protectant Mist will be 50% off. I like a lot from the Dry Bar brand. I don't think I've ever tried this, so I'd be kind of curious. I love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Again, these are all 50% off, so it'd be $20. It's just one of those creams that in the winter, whether you have dry hands, you have dry, like I've got this patch of dry skin on my neck. It helps so much. It's a wonderful cream. The Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara is $12.50 if you've been dying to try it. I still say get the mini. I think the formula's better. I don't know why, but it is. The Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow palette is gonna be half off. I like that palette, but you have to really look at it and decide are those colors you would actually use. Same goes for the Too Faced Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette. If you cover the bright blue and purple in it, it really is a beautiful neutral palette, but the blue and purple always throw me off. but I generally really like the Too Faced chocolate palettes that they have. I love the formula, so I would recommend that. The thing I'm the most excited about is the Dr. Jart Ceramide and Cream is half off. That is, I put it on this morning. When you've got drier skin in the winter, it is the perfect daytime moisturizer underneath your makeup. It is that good. I've recommended it for years now. I love it. So that is one I'm probably going to pick up because it's just a favorite and that's half off, and I'm just about out of the one I have. The Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush is half off. That is a blush that lasts all day on the skin. It is beautiful if you find a shade you love, and for $15, that's incredible. They also have the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind hair mask. That's something that's been on my radar. I would be interested to try, and to get a $40 hair mask for $20 is pretty incredible. So there's obviously some other things on sale there, but those were kind of the ones that jumped out at me. Okay, Nordstrom. Nordstrom is one I don't think I've ever, and I might be wrong, but I don't remember ever looking at Nordstrom at their Black Friday deals. I really like a lot from Nordstrom, but I like to just get things on sale. I mean, it's so much is so expensive. So a lot of their deals, I was poking around, are very similar, if not better, to their anniversary sale deals that happened, months ago. And everyone can shop it, right? Like, you don't need a Nordstrom card to shop early and XYZ. So I saved a few things I wanted to specifically mention to you guys here. They have this really pretty cozy sweater from One State that's like 50% off. They have different colors, but I actually really just like the black. I think it's pretty. It looks just slightly looser. That's still pricey for a sweater, but I feel like $40 is a little bit more reasonable of a price for a sweater. Okay, the thing that drew me in though is that they have these UGG slippers for 30% off. So you're saving $30 because UGG slippers are expensive. And they have a bunch of different colors. I really love UGG slippers. I just recently got some Costco ones and I'm really enjoying them. But they're already flattening out so much. Whereas I know that in the past when I've had UGG slippers, they will last a long time without getting super flat. And I'm already noticing that. The Costco slippers I got were like $14. So, I'm just saying that'd be a great gift for someone. But yeah, just lots of cute sweaters. They have some of their two-piece pajama sets on sale as well. And any set of pajamas I've gotten from Nordstrom have definitely lasted longer than sets I've gotten elsewhere. You're really paying for, depending on what you're getting, the ability to wash and dry them and them to retain their shape. Especially with pajama sets, I've realized some of the cheaper ones I've bought, they start to curl up, they start to shrink a little bit, whereas other brands like one I've gotten from Nordstrom has lasted a lot longer and it's the same exact shape. Like, it has not changed. So that I love. They have this really cute kind of like faux fur zip up jacket that is 50% off, so it'd be $35, and they have a few different colors for that too. That looks cute. I feel like it's the perfect thing to throw on when you're running out and about throughout the week, but it's also could be dressed up. It's really cute. Another really great gift idea I feel like would be these Barefoot Dreams socks. They're $12 to $15. Is that really a sale though? Okay, 20% off. They just look really cozy. If you were trying to make a little gift basket or get a couple of things that are really luxurious, I feel like a pair of those socks would be a really great gift. So I could keep going. Lots of sweaters, lots of boots. They also had a lot of kids, like nice brands for kids things like boots and coats, North Face, UGG, etc. Hunter boots that are part of the sale. So definitely worth clicking around and looking at is, I guess, all I really wanted to say here. Now let's move into more brand specific sites. So American Eagle is a brand I've been loving lately. They are 30% off. This shirt I'm wearing here is just like a standard kind of almost thermal looking shirt. It's like waffle weave with a little bit of the buttons, a little more fitted. I love this. I will probably during the sale get another color in this because this has been a favorite wearing around the house day. I'll link a couple of my favorites from American Eagle because I also just finally found the perfect pair of jeans. I talked about and showed try-ons of jeans and a couple other long sleeve shirts for every day that I got from American Eagle, and they have become such staples so quickly. So 30% off. If you've been eyeing any of those, this would be a great time. I'll link the video so you can see them all on me, but I will link the specific products as well. Abercrombie, I've been trying some stuff from them as well. I think it's a 25% off site-wide. I have a couple faves I can link below. I do have a pair of jeans from them I also like. Madewell has 40% off with the code Let's Go. So Madewell is one of those brands that anything I've had for 4 or 5 years, like there are a few sweaters I have that have lasted so long and they wash so well, they dry so well, although some sweaters I air dry. But again, compared to other ones I've bought, And generally I'll be like, gosh, I love this sweater for so long. And I'll look at the tag and I'm like, it's Madewell. It is literally the brand Madewell. And I appreciate that if you're going to be spending a little bit more money on jeans and sweaters and things, I really do feel that that brand is made well and they're standing true to their name. And so that 40% off, I will get in trouble if I click around that site. I really will. I can link a few things I've got my eye on down below, but if I allowed myself hours on that site, I would do way too much damage. But 40% off is huge because it is not a cheap brand. Okay, so let's talk some makeup and skincare, beauty, etc. Dermstore is a site, like if I am not buying something on Sephora, especially for skincare, a lot of times I'll buy it on Dermstore because they have really good sales throughout the year. So right now they're doing up to 30% off with the code JOY. I think it's up to 30% off because some brands just aren't a part of the 30% off. So just be aware of that. But in general, as I clicked around, pretty much anything I was looking at was 30% off. And that's huge because they have a lot of very expensive skincare brands on there. You might be surprised by how much they carry. So definitely worth looking at. Charlotte Tilbury has 30% off their beauty sets. This is, I'm pretty sure, what they did last year and maybe the year before, where it's not 30% off site-wide, but it's of their sets. But the nice thing is usually with their kits or their sets, you're already saving some money, so then you're also getting 30% off. So if you had your eye on a few products from them, or these would be incredible, incredible gifts for someone else, definitely worth looking at because I was looking through and there were a lot of kits that were really good, better than what I've seen on other sites for Charlotte Tilbury specific products, obviously. Kosas had 25% off site-wide, no code needed. I have so many favorites from Kosas. I can link a few of my favorites. I love their Cloud Set powder. I love their SPF. I know I'm wearing the Cloud Set powder in my T-zone today. I think I might be wearing their SPF. I know it's in my vanity. But yeah, a lot of favorites from that brand, 25% off. Tarte is 30% off site-wide, which is a really good deal. I feel like there were a few Tarte products obviously on sale at Sephora and Ulta, but if you were looking for specific things, might be worth looking on their site too. Farmacy is 25% off. They have my niacinamide night mask that I use. Every single night that I use retinol, I put on the niacinamide moisturizer after, and it has helped so much with any peeling I used to get with retinol. So I highly recommend that product. 25% off is a nice chunk. I just bought that during the Sephora sale and I got 20% off. Would have been better if I had gotten it this time. NARS, I was looking at their website because their cream bronzer is what I'm wearing today. I feel like this lighting's not, well, you can kind of see it. It's my favorite cream bronzer. It's at up to 30% off. I think the bronzer, maybe it depends on the product. So when I went through and saw how much, I think it was like more like 20% off of the cream bronzer, but it still was $8 off. So, I mean, if you've been thinking about getting that bronzer, I know I've been talking about it for years, save like $8. Merit has 20% off site-wide. The blush I'm wearing is their cream blush that is very viral, has been for years. In Stockholm, I've recently fallen in love with. So 20% off their site. Tatcha has 25% off their site. I always recommend this, but their Indigo Serum and Cream Moisturizer, it's like an all-in-one skincare product. You could just put that on at night and it's covering your serum and your moisturizer. It's all together and I just love that product. So anytime you can save money on that, that is definitely the time to do it. I think that's everything I'm gonna mention. I could go on and on. I could name more and more brands, but you know, again, with the piece of advice of if there is nothing specific that you are looking for yourself or someone else, I feel like it's important to remember that you don't have to shop. And I know that sounds so silly, but I know I'm not alone in feeling that pressure of when there's so many good deals, you feel like, well, I should be looking and I should make sure, and you don't have to, right? If this was just you watching this video just to window shop, perfect. You could probably walk away and be like, okay, I don't need anything. I don't need any of those for gifts, whatever. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I so appreciate it. If there is a big Black Friday or Cyber Week sale that I did not mention that you think is worth mentioning, let us know in a comment below. I feel like this is one of those things that you could be online forever and you would never get to the end of the list of sales. I also thought about including Target and like going into all of that, and I'm like, I just had to stop because I started to get overwhelmed too. But anyway, thank you again. If you do shop through any of my links below, it does support me and my channel here, so it is appreciated. I hope you have an awesome, if you celebrate Thanksgiving or if you're hanging out with family, I hope you have a great one, and I will see you on the other end. Bye guys.